Good morning, students. How are you? I hope you all are fine and staying home to keep yourself safe from COVID 19. Students, in the previous module of chapter 9, we discussed about Anglo-Mysore War. Now, in this top module, we will discuss about Anglo-Maratha War and Anglo-Sikh War. So, let us begin, students. Anglo-Maratha War. The internal problems of the Marathas and the growing ambitions of English saw the conflict of interest between the British and the Marathas during the period between 1775 to 1818. So during this about 33 years, 43 years, this Anglo-Maratha War was held at different times. Anglo-Maratha War between 1775 to 82. British wanted to sign an alliance with aspiring Peshwa Raghunath Rao against Madhav Rao II. The Maratha chieftains begged Madhav Rao, means helped. The British provided 2,500 men to Raghunath. So one side, Maratha was helping to Madhav Rao. Another side, British was taking help of Peshwas and Raghunath. The British provided 2,500 men to Raghunath. He gives Salsette and machine to the English along with a part of revenue from Broch and Surat districts. So this kind of agreement took place between Raghunath and Britishers. The two sides signed the Treaty of Salbai 1700. Second Anglo-Maratha War 1803 to 1805. In 1801 there was a conflict among the Marathas over Peshwaship. Students, this Peshwaship was referred as the rulers and kingship in the Maratha kingdom. Peshwa Bajirao II entered the subsidiary alliance Madhav Rao II with the British and got British protection against Jaswantrao Holkar. So this subsidiary alliance was made between Peshwa Bajirao II, Madhav Rao II and the British. The British troops drove Holkar out. The army of British thrown out Holkar from this Peshwaship. Peshwa Bajirao signed a treaty with the British and it was opposed by Maratha chieftains, the Scindia and the Bhosle. This resulted in the Second Anglo-Maratha War in 1803. The Maratha chiefs failed to unify and were defeated by the well-equipped and disciplined British army. Bhosles and Scindias were forced to sign treaties with the British and hand over large territories. Third Anglo-Maratha War 1817 to 18. Peshwa Bajirao II did not like his subordinate position under the British. He tried to unite the Maratha chiefs against the British but failed. He was forced to surrender. The British abolished the position of Peshwa and Marathas. and Marathas were limited to the small kingdom of Satara. This was the end of mighty Maratha power. Between 1814 to 26, the British had to fight many wars against Gurkhas in the north and the Burmese in the northeast. The British signed peace treaties with them, with Gurkhas and the Burmese. They signed peace treaty. Now, Anglo-Sikh Wars. First Anglo-Sikh War, 1845 to 46. During this period, Sikh power was growing in the northwest region of Punjab. The British made a peace treaty with Maharaja Ranjit Singh to check his growing power, as Maharaja Ranjit Singh was a very brave and strong king of that time. To check his growing power, Britishers made peace treaty with him. After his death, there was a lot of infightings amongst Sikhs. Sikhs were fighting among themselves only. The Sikh had built up a strong army against British and Afghans aggressions. When the British attacked, the united forces of Punjab, Hindu, Muslim, and Sikh faced the huge British army bravely. But Prime Minister Lal Singh and Commander Tej Singh turned traitors and the Punjab army was defeated. They cheated with their rulers. They were forced to sign the Treaty of Lahore. The British occupied Jalandhar, Doab, and handed Jammu and Maharaja Ranjit Singh Kashmir to Raja Gulab Singh Dogra. Second Anglo-Sikh War 1848 to 49. The British wanted a complete control of Punjab by ending the Sikh kingdom. The immediate cause of this war was the exile of Lal Singh on charges of conspiracy. By putting charge of conspiracy, Lal Singh was given punishment of exile, means throwing out from the country, from the state, whichever is there of that time. Lord Dalhousie, the greatest annexionist, attacked Punjab and made it a part of British India in 1849. The British started consolidating their power by limiting the powers of the Indian princes and building a stronger army in India. So this was all about today's topics, student. This was the last topic from your chapter. I think your chapter's topic now ends. You revise the chapters. If any problem is there, ask me in Google Meet class. Thank you. Have a nice day, students. Keep smiling.